Hi everybody and welcome back. If you remember this cable, it was C-solid, so instead of turning around and buying another one, which I don't know, I'm not even sure you can, I'm going to try and free it up inside. Hopefully it's not broken. I got a feeling that on this end here, which is the end, let me just put that down there, the end that was on the bottom of the digger, this is where the problem lies, in this shaft here. So what I'm going to do is apply some heat to this part of the cable shaft, and then hopefully this rod inside will free up. There's a little kink in this bar on top of the fact that it can move, so that's not going to help. Okay, let's see, a little bit of movement there. Let's see if we can just hold this outer shaft without gripping it too tight. Well, that's certainly freed that part there. Well, that's definitely rotating now, which is a good sign. See if I can grip this in the vise. Difficulty. Ah, there we go. That's moving it. Spin it over and do the other end. Yep, that's still hot, so I've got to be careful. Oh, trouble is, I'm roughing up that shaft there, and that's not really what I want to do, otherwise that makes it difficult to run down that one. Take that out, get the other end back in. It's obviously going to move better from this end. And pull it from this end. Better. I finally managed to take the end out. It is just a pin. Let's see if I can just tap it off. Emery round this here. That's coming. Still stiff in one place. Now I'm not keen to pull the inner cable out, because I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm going to find it practically impossible to push back, particularly when it gets to this slightly bent shaft. I don't think it's moving the full amount it should do, that's for sure. I think what I'm going to do is try just to see where this kink is on this cable, see if I could just take it out in the vise. Now, I wouldn't want to press that, it's just going to crush the tubes and it's going to make it even worse, so it's definitely not coming up this way. Let's see if I can try and pull this. Just keep on working it. Put some oil down here. Definitely there's something going on here, definitely where that kink is, just makes it jam. So now this cable is moving, albeit a little bit stiff, but at least it's moving. That can go back into the cab of the digger. And what I need to do now is just clean up this bracket and take off these broken off lugs. Looks as though someone's tried to cut that one, so I'm not sure what's going on there. There we go. So let's have a look at taking this top off. Ooh. So I'm going to feed now the cable down through there and then connect up the top there, and I'm going to feed this part of the cable up this way. So we've got that now in the bracket. I just need to tighten that up. Get that into position there, right. And you can already see it's moving, which of course the lever wasn't before. And it's now underneath the digger, and to fit the cable back on, I've threaded the cable through over the top of the transmission, and what I need to do now is I just clean up this area here. So I have my plate here. I've put some copper grease on the back of that just to protect it. It does rub against the side of it, including a ball bearing there. It seems to line up with that. I suppose it's the click position, isn't it? Yes. So the ball bearing clicks into these holes when it's that way and when it's that way. This is my latest acquisition. It's a adjustable wrench, 375mm long. I think it has a maximum capacity 50mm opening. There's just the connecting screw. We'll properly tighten up in a minute. So now I'm going to bring this cable round. So I've put the cable in there now. I know that the handle's in a neutral position. So it's just making sure that I get that in the correct position there. I think what I'll do there is wind that nut down towards that one. Make sure that we get that position. There we go. Now in the cab, you can see the linkage there. So if I move it upwards, pretty good. Want to bring it down to neutral, and then all the way to reverse. It's still stiff there, so it needs a little bit of strength to push that back, which isn't normal, but anyway, there we go. Just catching at that end, but at least now it moves, which is what it didn't do before. So on goes the bracket. Just put the spring on first. Make sure it's working fine. Yep. Good. Then attach the spring. That's fine. Make sure it's still working, that's good. And that doesn't have to be super tight, that just needs to be locked in there. Yep, still actuates, so that's fine. I should go and test that once more up in the cab. Try and make it look a bit more respectable.